Namaskar. As the world turns, Pakistan churns. And a lot of developments happen today. We all know that the Supreme Court of Pakistan reconstituted the National Assembly and said that the vote of no confidence shall proceed. And that was to have happened today. But the assembly, everybody's there, it's open, but the no confidence has not been taken. And now news comes in that the Supreme Court is reconvening as we speak now, and they are going to be hearing arguments. I think most likely it's going to be like a contempt of court, that the vote of no confidence should have taken place and it has not taken place. So what happens next? Now, there was also a graphic saying that Imran fires Bajwa. Now we are getting news that that is not true. Imran considered firing Bajwa, but he has not fired Bajwa. Some disconnect in the information that we are getting as to whether Bajwa has been fired or not, and that still remains a little mystery. But my guess is that Imran wouldn't go that far, especially in a situation where he is no longer the prime minister. I mean, we have to understand there's a lot of wheels within wheels going on here. So just to get things proper perspective, let me show you what is happening on who are the contestants. This was something that we put out about a month and a half ago. Not much has changed in terms of who could possibly succeed Imran Khan. That candidate still continues to be Shehbaz Sharif, the younger brother of Nawaz Sharif. Nawaz Sharif, as we all know, is convalescing in London. And in fact, there was an attack on him a couple of days ago in London, but looks like he's okay. So Nawaz Sharif is holed up in London, and Ali Zardari, who's actually the leader of PPP now, he's also not doing well. So Bilawal Bhutto, the son, is sort of like the face of the PPP party, and PPP, PMLN, which is the party of Shehbaz Sharif, all of them have to come together and vote against Imran Khan for Imran Khan to lose. And I think it's a given that he is going to lose, because MQM, which was one of his coalition partners, 5 seats, 5 members, they have also withdrawn support. So today, if the count is taken, Imran Khan is going to lose. And yet, this last minute drama, what exactly is going on? What is Imran Khan trying to do when the Supreme Court, the apex court, has said that, look, you need to get the confidence of you need to prove your majority in the National Assembly. They don't call it Parliament, they call it the National Assembly. You need to prove your majority on the floor before you can continue. And he's not allowing that vote of no confidence motion to proceed. So looks like maybe the speaker is towing his line, Imran Khan's line, and that's why it's not happening. We don't know. So now you are seeing these factions developing. In the meantime, you set all these things aside. In the meantime, what has happened is, a few days ago, General Qamar Bajwa, who is a real boss in Pakistan, he said that we want to reset our relationship with the United States. So what looked like Pakistan was leaning more and more towards China, suddenly now the chief soldier says that no, we want to reset our relationship with America. What does that mean? What changed for him to change that stance? We don't know. So, no, let's take the contrary. What was Imran trying to do? He was trying to bring his guy, Faiz Hamid, as the chief of armed forces, and he was trying to get rid of Bajwa as well as Nadeem Anjum, who was the successor to the ISI successor at the ISI after Hamid. Faiz Hamid got pushed out of there, and Nadeem Anjum got put there. So if Imran and the faction of the army that is with Faiz Hamid, we don't know if that is true or not, even if the army is having a couple of factions, we don't know that for a fact, but certainly something is giving Imran Khan the confidence that he can toe the following course of action and prevail at the end. So what are his options right now? He can't go to the assembly. He says, I'm still the prime minister. The Supreme Court is probably going to say that, look, you have to let the vote of no confidence to proceed, and you have to prove your majority on the floor of the National Assembly. That is that is the first step that needs to happen. And if that for some reason, if that stopped, then essentially, Pakistan becomes an unknown state. I mean, there's no democracy left. Would that mean that martial law would be imposed? I don't know. But if law and order deteriorates, and that's what I think Imran Khan is banking, that his followers and volunteers would essentially trying to raise trouble. And there were also rumors that there would be attacks on the street in many of the main cities. People are being cautioned to stay indoors. So some of that has happened already, but I think now it's now that the Supreme Court has weighed in that you need to prove your majority in the floor of the assembly. Now the speaker and the deputy speaker, we don't know what they're doing. So again, the Supreme Court is probably going to step in. I'm told now it's another 1 hour from now, or probably 45 minutes from now, the Supreme Court is going to reconvene. All the justices are back in. It's going to be a full bench, like the one that ruled previously. That same bench will have, because what Imran has asked is a review petition. That is from Imran's side. So would that be the one that they are looking at and not the contempt of court? Because I don't know. That is something that is unknown at this point of time. But I'm getting furious messages even as I am talking. And now we don't know what is it that the Supreme Court, and in fact, I heard even the Punjab High Court is functioning. So there are many cases. So this is like United States, like in the sense that when some things go down to the wire, everybody is trying to bring in his appeal, and some justices have to look at it before accepting it, allowing it, or rejecting it. But I think that over the next few hours, the future of Pakistan is going to be decided. We still have to keep in mind that the last donor that was willing to put money in Pakistan's pocket was China, and they had laid a condition that they would allow, or they would bring in $3 billion that can only be under Shehbaz Sharif as the prime minister. These are the conditions that I said when I put up that slideshow about a month and a half ago. So does Shehbaz Sharif want to be the prime minister at this point of time with so much turmoil? I don't know. But if the entire country says, well, somebody needs to provide direction, and that might very well end up being Shehbaz Sharif. So it's not a good time to become the prime minister in Pakistan. But we have to wait and see. Unfortunately, I thought by the time I convened this that there would be a verdict from Supreme Court and that there would come back. And basically what needs to happen is that he needs to face the floor of the assembly. He can't, push that thing off unless you want to try and, tear all the facade of being a democracy. And then that has its own implications. So we don't know what exactly Imran Khan has in mind. He's been definitely trying to, push it. And now I think he may be pushed out. So let's wait and see how it goes. Thanks for watching. Please do like, share, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to click on the bell notification. One last thing before signing off. Those of you who want to follow it on YouTube, there is a channel called Geo News Live. They are giving a ball-by-ball description of what is happening. They have got reporters in different places in Islamabad. And do follow that if you want to stay up, if you're staying up late night to see what happens, what plays down. But my guess is that it will take a few hours before the dust will settle. Thanks for watching. Namaskar.